starts with 50,000 of our best friends in Pontiac, Michigan on Woodward Avenue.
We're 0-2 at this deal.
If you're gonna lose in front of a lot of people. Woo! Back in episode 54 of Roadkill, we got this 1970 Dodge Challenger dirt track car, and it is a complete beater, but it runs and drives with 318 small block power and a 904 automatic.
Our plan was to ship this thing all the way to the middle of America, Ohio to be exact, where we'd go to the Mopar Nats, searching the swap meet for speed parts to make this thing faster.
Slap them on the car right there at National Trail Raceway, and then hit the road to our own event, Roadkill Nights in Pontiac, Michigan. You know how you need a Sherpa when you go to Mount Everest? Well, you need a guide when you go to the Mopar Nationals too, and that's this guy. Daniel Boshiers, a buddy of ours who completely knows the ins and outs of these cars, but most importantly, he brought the tools.
What do you think all this is going to cost?
More than we have.
These are Mopar people. You spray paint any kind of weird code on something, and suddenly it's $10,000.
So that's $350. Fixing the fuel cell and everything, we're going to get that done for $100.
All right.
So how much did I just spend?
So if you're correct, you're at $1,100, $1,250, $1,850, $2,200, $2,300. That's what you think you're spending. Okay.
We may have to compromise on some of this.
$2,300. All right.
Let's shop.
I feel like we still did get a pretty decent deal on the car.
We did.
Even without, gear oil in it or trans fluid.
Or a functional fuel holding device.
Yeah. Even with all those negative attributes, I feel like we scored.
We're looking to hop up the 318 cheap and easy. We're thinking that we're gonna need an intake, camshaft, and headers at the minimum, and the car really needs some steeper rear end gears. Wow, people are cleared out of a lot of stuff. We're here 2 days late for the good stuff.
Should have been here yesterday. You got any small block headers?
Small block?
318?
No, sir.
Headers. Those are big block headers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday was the day to do that.
We know. We know.
We need a montage of everybody telling us we should have been here yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Well, we haven't bought anything yet, but it's a massive swap meet, so I have hope that just around the next corner is everything we need all in one spot.
We should have been here yesterday. Our demands are not that high. I think we can find what we need.
No linkage.
No linkage, but you know what? This is the easier linkage to deal with.
Yeah.
Because they're in line. It'll work.
This will work. You want 8, I said 6. Let's just meet in the middle. Then you don't have to carry it home. But that's a genuine Mopar tunnel ram with 2 Holley 450 carbs on it. I just bought it. And a beer. $775. One piece of the puzzle.
So good.
Yes.
I feel good about the tunnel ram. That's gonna make the car.
Oh, look amazing.
I'm dinging you $25 off my budget for that.
It's worth it. I got a beer.
Just for this.
$400 for a hood.
Factory shaker.
Mopar guys are so weird.
It's more in the neighborhood.
It's got a sump in it. They take $30 for this?
No.
All right.
All right.
$40.
We're doing pretty well. We got a tunnel ram with carburetors. We got our fuel cell. I just got brand new headers for $90, and he got a beer. It's 2:45. We need to hustle up because I think that the swap meet is going to be a ghost town tomorrow because it's going to rain and it's going to be Sunday. So anything that's like Mopar specific that we need, we better get here today.
We're interested in this. How much do you want for it?
He told us $400 before, and that comes with carrying it back to our car, right? Would you throw it in a couple beers if we bought it for $400? There you go.
I feel better now.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll do that.
We'll do that. So I pretty much think we're done shopping. We struck out on wheels and tires, but we got everything else we need, other than the little knickknacks. So I think we're gonna walk a couple more rows and then run for our lives.
What happened?
There's a cloud coming.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna die. 1,300, 1,290. What do we have left?
0, 1. We have $1,110 left.
Yep.
All right.
I think we're doing pretty good.
That's not bad. It really isn't.
Plus we've acquired libations.
How do you make your car safer in the rain? You install a tunnel ram and a cam and lifters and gears and all kinds of things. Everything but rain tires. That's what we're doing today.
We had a pile of parts that we'd scored out of the swap meet. We still had to make a trip to Jegs though, and while they are our sponsor, we still had to spend ourselves clean in there.
I think we blew the last of our budget.
Totally.
So the build went about as well as any Roadkill build does.
This is gonna be a lot of work, I just realized.
Well, here's an update on our $775 tunnel ram. First, never trust a graybeard in a Hawaiian shirt, because he lied to me. Both accelerator pumps shot. One's missing the spring that's supposed to be under it, under the diaphragm, so it doesn't even want to work. And these weren't even actually bolted down. I had to drill and re-thread all 8 holes of the intake. Ha!
There you go. I like the way you think. This is real bad. I would never let someone other than myself and Finnegan drive this car.
It took several days to rebuild the top end of this motor. And frankly, all we were really doing was swapping in a cam, lifters, valve springs, a tunnel ram, and carburetors. And oh yeah, a set of headers.
I'm just realizing there is virtually no chance that these headers fit with the factory column shift. Right now, the engine's all disassembled and we don't have the parts to put it back together. The manifolds are off and the headers won't fit, and the tube's cut halfway through.
And we can't put the engine back to the way it was before because we gave the camshaft to a cam. Wait, we had a leaky gas tank? We don't anymore.
That's right. We do have a fuel cell ratchet strapped in the trunk.
You would think after 5 years of doing this. No, you wouldn't think that.
Oh, we're in deep Bandini. 466 for cam, lifters, linkage.
10 minus 4 is 6. 644.
466 at Mancini, 560 at Jegs. All of this stuff adds up to 1290, right?
No, we did get this. It's not in there.
Tools can't count,
Oh, okay.
right? That's a new Roadkill rule. Tools don't count. 40 on the cell, that's, yeah. 14 minus 6 is what? 8? We have $84 left. And most of that we blew on fluids and stuff. So we are at 0.
Is that new math? It's really cheap to build a car at the swap meet. Everybody should do this. Especially when you show up when the swap meet's over and then it rains. We don't even have gas money to get there. I can't even afford to pay attention right now. Dude, we're broke.
I guess we can't afford to install our headers, right?
Not really.
If we can't afford to install our headers, we can go back to Jegs and return the mufflers and stuff, which gives us back to like another $250, which means we can't afford to install the headers.
Yes. We're not very good at this. Obviously.
The best part about this whole deal is we somehow managed to spend $2,300 to arguably make the car slower.
There's a tunnel ram on that motor.
And it runs! And finally, it runs. And importantly, it runs with a tunnel ram. Now, anybody will tell you that a tunnel ram is the exact wrong intake manifold for a virtually stock 318 cubic inch small block. And it turns out, it is.
I'm gonna be able to warm chicken nuggets on this when we park it.
Yeah.
It's dual purpose.
Well, it's finally Wednesday morning, and we've got to be at Roadkill Nights in Pontiac, Michigan by Friday morning. So we've got all day today and all day tomorrow to make roughly a 5-hour drive.
So I got an email this morning.
What'd it say?
There's a guy selling my dream car, the car I used to get a ride to high school in, on our way, sitting in a field.
Really?
Yeah, it's complete, 400 4-speed, 3 grand.
Really?
Yeah,
Runs and drives?
ran when parked.
Let's go there.
All right, I'll tell him. I really didn't think you'd say yes. This is awesome.
Is it on the way?
It's on the way.
Oh, well, then let's go. See, we can't let it rain down our velocity stacks while we're driving, and we figure we need some airflow, but we also want to be able to stop for gas 100 times and to eat and not have the rain falling straight down in it. So these things end up not only being perfectly styled, but also aerodynamic.
Yeah, we don't want to slow ourselves down.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Just the good old boys. Oh, my back.
I've forgotten the trick to gracefulness of getting in and out of this one, obviously.
So y'all call when you need something about 15 minutes from now.
Right.
Try it again.
See ya. Runs good.
Hey, we have power steering.
Yeah. Did we tighten the lug nuts?
I don't know.
Not really. This isn't bad.
Not bad at all.
This is the right way to break in a camp.
Constant speed, 1 RPM.
Yeah.
It ain't making any power.
That's got to be dead lean.
Yeah, it doesn't make any power.
Yeah. We got to fix it. Hit it one time for me. What's happening is that if you put it in gear and put some load on it, or if you step on the gas, it just backfires and dies. Tends to be a lean situation. So we're going to put a larger accelerator discharge nozzle in it, more commonly known as a squirter. So we might have to ride 2 of us at the drag strip.
This is embarrassing. It's pretty good all the way around. Now we have a car that doesn't do burnouts.
You left your gas can here, and you still have tools sitting on the top of the car.
There we go. I got it. And tag, you're it.
No way.
Oh yeah.
It's on your side.
Oh no, you're it.
Nope.
Nope.
I'd rather crawl out the back window than crawl out of this side window.
Go ahead, I'd like to see that.
Yeah. The guy missing the gallbladder. Give him the can.
How's your spleen?
Oh, it'll be fine. Just do that 3 or 4 more times, be back to normal. Well, it's weird. At mid-range, it's happier. Everywhere else, it's garbage. It's not good.
We need to fix this.
Yeah, this is worse.
At this point, the engine is still running like garbage. It's so bad that we can't even drive it anymore. So we go to pull in and watch how I just serve up Finnegan into oncoming traffic. Okay. Trying.
Oh boy.
Stop.
Go, 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 go. Oh,
Whoa! Man, I was standing there with my hand up and that guy just kept coming.
that was sketchy.
Okay. So much fun. We were rolling down the road and this thing just died and would not start back up. We were cranking it, thought it was flooded. We got pulled over here and it looks like there's no fuel at all in this front bowl. Basically, we're completely lost. Nothing. Zero.
Fuel pump dead.
We still got nothing in the bowls. How many miles did we get?
Ooh, I'm thinking 15, somewhere around there.
It's above average for us. I didn't realize how much we actually needed Boshears and his tools.
Mostly his tools.
Yeah.
I think our pump sucks.
That's all we've got left to blame. And that was the end of the flow pole. So yeah, our fuel pump sucks.
All right, I'll go find one.
The electric fuel pump was part of the fix. It did make the engine run, but not much better. All it enabled us to really do was put a few more miles under our belt that day.
After all of that, we have no idea what the tune-up on this thing is gonna be. Ready? Think of those burnouts. Right into the water.
No, doesn't do burnouts at all.
We're gonna have to fix this or we're gonna be humiliated at Roadkill nights.
Again.
The next morning, we hit the road to go see this dude, Jeremy, a guy who had a 68 Firebird behind a barn.
And I have to admit, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe we could leave the Challenger behind and drive the Firebird up to Roadkill nights.
He also had a whole bunch of cool steam-powered tractors from the 1800s.
Stuff people figured out back in the early 1900s is amazing. And how they cast and forged all of this. 1912.
Well, where's the Firebird hiding?
The Firebird is behind the barn.
Behind the barn.
It came from town just south here, Findlay. Guy was the second owner. He bought it in, I believe, 70.
Did he say if it ran when you bought it from him?
It ran when he parked it.
Oh, wow. That's a cool car.
We could probably get this running.
We're somewhere in Findlay, Ohio right now because this guy got a hold of Finnegan's email and sent him a note and said, man, I've got this car that could be perfect for like drag week or roadkill or something. And it's a 68 Firebird 400 4-speed.
Yeah, I've got beer in the refrigerator too.
This guy's just...
Drag it out, dude. Let's do this. Let's do this. I like the car. I like the car a lot.
We have to at least try it. It's pretty neat.
This is really close to the car that I got to ride around in to high school when I was a kid.
But better because it's a 400 4-speed.
Yeah. Put a battery in it, put some fluids in it, and see if we can't get it running. And if it runs, then we'll see if the brakes work. And if the brakes work, we may drive this to Michigan. We may take our Pontiac to Pontiac. This is not the good side of the car.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of rot.
Yeah, this side of the car,
That door is pretty far gone over there.
so is this one. The door, the rocker,
Yeah.
the quarter. I'll just keep looking at the other side of the car.
If this runs really good, the answer is buy it, drive it, get it out of your system, flip it.
The flip might be hard given how many holes are in it.
Now, if Pontiac guys, it's a 400 4-speed car.
Okay.
It's not a Hemi Cuda, but it's a 383 Challenger.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Well, let's see if it runs good. I'm back on the train. I just can't walk on this side of the car. It just derails the train completely.
Yeah. so cranking.
Don't forget to put the clutch in.
I've got the clutch in.
Wipers work.
Wow, the radio works. We just rolled the thing in here and we're trying to figure out how to get it running, fix the wiring all up. Now we're gonna have to check spark and pour some gas in it, see if it runs.
Nope, no spark.
I was dying to make this engine run, and so we turned the key and nothing. After a little bit of troubleshooting, we figured out that it was no spark. And I had to deal with ignition points, which at this point in time are like kryptonite to most car guys used to electronic ignition. But I finally figured out it was the coil that was dead. We robbed the one off the Challenger, slapped it on the Firebird, and that garbage fired right up. Yeah! Sweet!
Wow.
At the touch of the key. That was cool.
A little bit of smoke. Nice work, sir.
Nice.
Wow.
That was awesome.
I cannot believe that worked.
Did you see how quickly it fired up?
You shook the critter out?
Hey, buddy. Bye, bud. Man, that was good.
That was pretty damn awesome. I cannot believe that ran. So as much as I want to love the Firebird, sadly I can't get past the frame rails that are basically ready to fall out of the back of the car. And, you know, sheet metal's one thing, but the structural integrity of the car, that just kind of makes it one of those projects where, yeah, with 100 grand in 5 years, that would be awesome, but I don't have either one of those things. So we're gonna pass on the Firebird and focus our energies on getting the Challenger ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow?
So we left it behind, but at least Jeremy had his car running, and I'm hoping that in the end, he'll fix this thing and he'll enjoy it, even though I can't.
Dude, that's cool stuff.
This place was awesome.
Yep.
And the good news
Thanks
is,
again.
I did get a short bit of experience behind the wheel. First gen Firebird.
Some Pontiac guy wants that car and will restore it. This is fun. We made it a whole 48 miles though, so that's not too bad. Could be worse. Thing I'm really worried about at this point is that this car still runs like garbage. Oh, getting old. It's 10 o'clock at night. We finally made it to Pontiac, Michigan, and we're gonna change the rear gears from the highway gears that are in it at 276 to drag racing gears, 430s. Remember when we brought this thing home from Oregon and blew up a rear end in the middle of nowhere? Had to change it in the hotel parking lot? Same thing's happening here. I think the end of this drive shaft is hashed, because there is going to be no getting that U-joint yoke in there. Or that U-joint, rather. It's not good.
No, it's not. So, it's the night before the race. What do you do?
The next morning, we were victorious once again as we found a local shop that had exactly the conversion U-joint that we needed.
You know what's crazy is the single biggest moment of our careers, Roadkill Nights, on Woodward Avenue is happening right now, and there's thousands of people over there partying and drag racing, and Freiberger and I are sitting in a motel parking lot fixing our race car.
Last night when we left, we had the wrong U-joint in the drive shaft right here. Now we have the right one, thanks to DTS, Drivetrain Specialists. It's a local company that has all kinds of stuff. So we are hooked up with that, and this thing should slam right together.
1, 2, 3.
Woo! That was a good one. And because we ran out of budget, we will be drag racing our Cooper radials. No drag slicks for us. The drag slicks we've been carrying on the top this entire time were for the General Mayhem.
Well, things are looking up. Gear change is complete. We are now on our way from the hotel to Roadkill Nights.
With police escort.
Yeah, this is pretty much the best day at work ever.
Yeah.
I want to hear the siren.
I feel impervious right now. Don't you?
Yeah. We're above the law right now.
Yeah.
The gear is better. It's definitely spunkier.
But still a 318 with a tunnel ram. When was the last time you floored it through a red light behind a cop?
With him waving at me to do it. That was awesome.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, 3/4 throttle is all you get on this. That thing's awesome. What's up, guys?
Can't believe there's still a line to get in. If you whack it, does it just die? Oh, dude. That's not drivable. This right now is more embarrassing than Gas Monkey last year.
We got our gears in our car, but that really didn't make it run all that better. There was still a problem with the carburetors that we had to tune. The clock was ticking, the sun was going down, there's a guy waiting to drag race us, and we've got a car that will not get off the starting line without backfiring.
The thing is, that whole event is going on over there. There's literally 1,000 cars, and they're just drying the track off to go drag racing again. Can I have the socket? And we're over here, so we're kind of in a hurry. Finally, Roadkill Night sponsored by Dodge, and it is going off. There are literally tens of thousands of people here. There's drag racing right on Woodward Avenue, right on the street.
Legal racing on Woodward.
Roadkill Nights is the single greatest car event I've ever been to in my life.
Dodge is giving thrill rides and new Vipers and Hellcats. People are just partying everywhere. Meanwhile, we are still stuck with a Challenger that runs like doggy-doo. But I think I've got a plan to make this work. All we did was adjust the position of the squirter pump cam, and it seems to be better. It's hitting more fuel sooner.
We're also taking off the hot dog grill.
Wow, there's a delay before the secondary start to pull fuel. We have to figure something out because I just got news. We have to run between 7 and 8, and it is 6:45. Finally, we crutched it together.
Throwing a bunch of main jet and accelerator pump cam, that was the difference, and that's what enabled us to get to the starting line before the sun went down for our drag race.
Oh, good. She's fat and happy.
And if this thing backfires and dies, I am gonna be humiliated. Yeah.
We can get close to wide open.
I hate to borrow trouble by pumping you up, but I legitimately think you have a shot at this.
I feel good. We've made more progress in the last 2 hours than we made in 3 days. Look at all the people.
Oh, dude. It's packed. Are you fired up?
Oh man, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. This is insane.
He actually has a shot at this, a genuine chance, because the guy we're racing, he has a stick, has too much power, he's got road race tires, he's not a drag racer, so we've stacked this deck just right so that we look heroic, and I told him if he loses, just keep going, don't even come back.
To the bar.
And finally, here's the punchline of the entire show. We came to Roadkill Nights dead set to drag race Mike Musto from House of Muscle. You've seen him all over YouTube, and now you're gonna see him right here with his 69 Daytona. He just drove this car all the way across the country, and now he thinks he's probably gonna humiliate us.
It's kind of a big deal on the internet because he gets to drive cars for a living and talk about them while he's driving. It's not a skill everyone has. It's rather impressive.
But it's similar to kind of what you do, except the caliber of car I drive is a little different than... My cars are owned by somebody.
Yeah.
Other than...
My cars nobody wants to own.
I think what you've got here is a real clear example of the difference between House of Muscle and Roadkill. Over here at House of Muscle, we've got a 69 Daytona clone with a stroker big block in it and a 6-speed. It makes like 500 horsepower. And over in this corner, Roadkill with a clapped out, beat up dirt track car with a 318 for power and a delusional hope that maybe we can actually outrun the Daytona. This is it. Drag racing on Woodward Avenue at Roadkill Nights. This is amazing. The crowd is completely packed the full length of the track here. It's a little bit more than 1/8 of a mile. Look at all the people crowding the fence across the street. We're guessing 50,000 people here, and we're about to give them the big show. Our clapped out piece of garbage challenger versus Mike Musto.
He's going down.
I think he probably doesn't know how to drag race. He's probably gonna smoke the tires and Finnegan's gonna win. At least that's my plan. I'm actually anxious. I want him to win.
No, none. Like, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Oh, you piece of crap, I lost.
I can't believe that garbage spun the tires off the line.
That sucked. Ah. That thing's fast.
Ah.
I really like Mike. I can't even be mad at him. Oh well. It was still fun.
Oh man, how does this feel? That feels pretty incredible that we were able to pull this off and get that many people to show up for this race. It's been an awesome, awesome night. We didn't really expect to win anything with this. We just wanted to have a lot of fun. And to me, the victory is that we made that tunnel ram actually function at the very last second. That's enough roadkill win for me. And this is pretty cool. Check out the grandstands. If you're gonna lose in front of a crowd in Pontiac, Michigan.
Roadkill. 0-2 at Roadkill Nights. Best day at work ever. I don't even care if I lost.
Once again, we got our butts kicked on Roadkill. But you can't blame us. Losing's not that bad when losing is an adventure.
Last year, we threw together Roadkill Nights in the parking lot of the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. This year, we raced right on the street in Pontiac, and everyone's asking, what are you gonna do next year? Well, we're already working on that behind the scenes. And you know what? We should probably start thinking now about putting together a car where we can actually win a race. But that would be breaking tradition.
You can find all the parts from these builds by visiting jegs.com/roadkill.
Freiberger doesn't know it, but later on I'm going to auction off his footwear on eBay to get enough money to get us the things we need in life, like pride. That's really what this show is missing. Just a little bit of pride.
That's loud. You get that?
Your gas can is unstrapped.
It ain't go anywhere.
I'll pay you $10 to get out and go strap it down. Dude, if you ever had a General Lee Charger, you could mini tub it and put that 15x10 on it with a 15.8 in the front, and you would be heroic. Just putting that in your ear. I might need this.
I don't need cash on me, but
Is it against the rules to go back and get the muscle truck or the Maserati or something with some horsepower?